Hi there, Capricorn, and anybody else tuning into your video here. Welcome, we're here for you. This is going to be your Mercury and Leo series. Let's jump into it. I'm a channeler, oracle medium, starseed. I'm working on behalf of the Pleiadian Light Body Council, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, connecting here to you. This is going to be thereby, though, a channel message, and so please keep in mind, please do keep in mind that the video can go a little quickly. The energy may be moving in kind of at times darty or erratic ways. It may seem a little abstract. Meditate and come back to the video if it is too abstract for you and you're feeling kind of like ungrounded, possibly. Okay, let's jump into it though. Thank you again, Capricorn. Now, some of you here, wow. Capricorn, I'm not gonna tone it down. I can't do that here to you this month because I feel like it's gonna be a very, very intense, important, transformational period for you, and you are changing, Capricorn. Your decisions here are being made. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing by you, okay, but I'm hearing some of you, well, okay, I'm hearing, yeah, well, you've decided that you want to make a decision. You don't want someone else coming and making the decision for you, is what I'm hearing, Capricorn. There's something here that, you know, is very much triggering to you. I see that as well, and you just kind of like realize something like, oh, no, okay, like, oh, hell to the no. I'm like, I'm not going to be with that person if that's what that entails. I hear that as well. Maybe you kind of like got to know someone's expectations here a little better. You're like, okay, I see that you're like thinking something other than what I'm thinking. Okay, so it's a no. I'm hearing that. Yeah, somebody have to say goodbye to someone. Okay, but what you're really clearing, and you are doing major purging and clearing work here, is there's a certain karmic sort of patternized frequency that just you pinpoint and you identify it and you say it's good. I'm good, and I know that I'm good, and I don't need you to tell me that I'm good. And that is a point where you say to yourself that you are self-sufficient in making decisions for yourself. Now, this can obviously be not only for a sun sign Cap, okay, because Capricorn has the tendency to be rather independently minded. However, you know, what is independence? If we're looking at it from the vantage point of, you know, societal standards and norms, or, you know, what is to be considered a successful project timeline, I don't know, I'm just hearing that coming through. Yeah, but I feel that the resurgence point here for you, Capricorn, now, and I'm hearing Scorpio so strongly, is listening to your intuition, okay? And that's maybe where the trouble has been, because, you know, what do you actually feel? You know, Capricorn can do a wonderful job. Let's say like this, the shadow Cap is that there is a bit of materialism here. We have the card of Leo coming through here. We have the Strength card, you know, and as I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, I was hearing Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Leo. Here comes the Ace of Wands proceeding out of that Strength card. You're not messing around, Capricorn. I hope people get it. I hope you're crosswise people who you're, yeah. I hope they see it, because maybe the last thing they see. Okay, and if they don't get it the first time around, they may be spending some time there to really understand like what it was that, yeah, that you left them with and hanging with at that. Let's get here a little further. No, you gotta get the picture. For some of you, there's someone here, let's go. Now here, the point, we're gonna get into it, but yeah, there is someone here who you just have to kind of, I feel you're checkmating some energy, and that's just that. It's kind of like not much more to it. You just kind of have to say it for what it is, the Lovers. Wow. Because of that, Cap, whatever you undo and you unravel and you say you're not also going to be manipulating me with whatever it is that you think is worth a hot pancake of a flip. Okay. I'm here, or damn. It's like, you know, yeah. It's not necessarily holding currency for me, the devil. Oh my, I see two cowboys in the saloon coming in. It's like an energetic level. Like you made a decision, and I see someone here is like, excuse me, like what? Like, if it could be on a frequency, let's back it up, on an energy, yeah. So you got a big deal here coming for you, Kappa, and I was meditating for a few days now here on your energy field right after I got out of Pisces, and we meditate always right before we jump into the readings. By the way, this is not just a tarot card reading. I'm a channeler. I'm a starseed medium. We're working with the energy, and in terms of, as especially is important to note, you as the querent being a light worker. We're not talking to, you know, Capricorn. We got all kinds of Capricorns, right? We have a Capricorn that can be in the shadow of Saturn, and spirit guides are not going to be, yeah, they're talking to those who are in the higher frequency plane of utilizing their Capricorn energy, and that's just how it works in this dimension at this time. When you're elevating, you're doing your shadow work, then you have more assistance from spirit. We have here the moon leading out of the Ten of Swords. Let's continue. Yeah, Innocence of Swords, wow. You've made a turn here, and I feel like you're getting a lot of attention, and that includes good and people who are triggered. Okay, good attention, people from places that you want, you're headed to anyways, kind of vibe. And so then you have though as well people who are very curious about you but are not wanting to kind of connect with you. They want to change you. They're looking at who you are. They don't want to connect with who you are, but they want to change. They want to change your independence. They want to take you into another room, so-called, so to speak. And so this is very important to identify who it is that is in alignment with you. It's not necessarily who's, you know, down with you and like wanting to kind of connect with you and just, like, yeah, like cool, like let's do it, like, you know, me and you. It's like, who are you though? It's like, for me to connect to you, I need to know who you really are so that I can be sure of what I'm getting myself into, because I look at it like that. Every person, I look at it in that way. Whoever I connect to, who are we actually as independent individuals first? Is okay, because I'm not going to let you come and tell me who I am, you know, 10 years down the line. Now suddenly you want me to, I'm here and be wearing, you know, something that you think looks good. I don't know what that's about. But you're going to take that as you will, the high priestess, or you won't. But yeah, they can't give you a straight up answer as what they see in the next 10 years. I'm here in the last 10 years of their life. Well, hey. Yeah, we won't ever find out, and I'm not sitting here to bank on that answer with you and bid on it and make you the center of the whole conversation right now. Some of you, there's a person here, it could even be in terms of this is something, let's clear, someone you want to say goodbye to. This is a financial institution for some of you. They want to like bid and barter with you, but you know those terms don't work for you. You know that contract is not going to give you what you, yeah. Let's back it up. For some of you, there's even a company bidding on your work. It could be in multiple, managers. It's beyond the finances. Some of you are saying, I don't click. I'm not clicking. So, no. I think you really just have to say it like that. And they will come back. This person's going to fight. I'm hearing Lorde, Lorde. Isn't that an artist, a musician? They're going to fight back. Now, if any message doesn't resonate, it's not your message. Just move on. Move it along now. We're not here to like make sure everybody is understanding on the same wavelength, because that's not what's going on, right? Where everybody's different, guys. Everybody has their own story, and everyone's ascending at different levels and points in time. That's why you can also come back to a reading in about 6 months to a year. Okay, and you'll resonate with it at that point. So many people, like, you know, they come through on the comments, like, I never understood this message, and they come back and it's like, they derive something differently from it later down the line. Time is an illusion. Let's get into it. Death. It's really about energy and how you're elevating. Let's get here. It's all perspective. Innocence of swords. Innocence of swords. No, this is the Ace of Swords. Hold on. So for some of you here, well, hold on. Innocence of Swords is, there's a message here. Innocence of Swords right here. Okay, so this is the important thing. This card, the Ace of Swords. Someone here, Capricorn, again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You got a heavy interaction coming. This is going to be something that may change, honestly, history. This is something that's going to be very, very, very challenging. Okay, but it is something that you have to stand for. I'm hearing it like that as well. In the second week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right after that 10th sword card that we see with the 10 of swords, it precedes the universe, it precedes the moon, and then it's mirroring that Innocence of Swords. That Innocence of Swords is knighting the Heart of Swords in the next week. Preceding that, you have that Ace that landed on the Seven of Wands in reverse. Let's backtrack, clearing around the throat chakra. Some of you here, you're going to have to be extremely focused. Okay, because I feel like you have a huge debate even coming here, or some kind of major conversation. Some of you here, you know, there is another person here who's observing this space and like they kind of want to be involved. I hear that as well. And so you're going to have extremely strong boundaries here with the Hangman Reverse and the Heart of Swords in that last week. Some of you here with that Seven of Wands in reverse, I see that it's a matter of having your intention set, okay, and being raised or sort of, how do we say, in line with that conversation that you're having with your higher self. When we're interacting with someone, we're not interacting with that person, we're interacting with ourselves in relation to where that person meets us, where we are at with ourselves. It's not a matter of negotiation. For some of you here with the Seven of Wands in reverse, someone will try to, I don't think that you're going to even answer that phone call if I'm quite honest, okay? Let's just get it straight, like, just as the way it is. Ace of Cups, and well, because it's honest. For some of you here, you know, someone may see like you're not interested anymore, like, wow, like what's going on? Like they're not interested. Yeah, they're not interested because they're not in alignment. So if someone here is not answering a phone call, answering text, and here, let's say like this. If you're on the receiving end of that, sometimes we can really get our ego involved, right? Why are they not answering? Why is this person not responding? Because it's not in the flow state. If it were, it would just have happened right there and then. And you wouldn't have to go through these crazy sort of theatrics, okay, as well, to get this person to kind of like, yeah, that's when the ego is wound up. So when something's not flowing, okay, say, well, hey, this is part of the story. Why am I trying to retell it? Okay, let me listen to the director and see what he has in terms of the next scene. And I'm going to continue writing it, because you remember that you're the creator of your reality. You're not a victim of anyone's behavior. And so this is though you, on the contrary, have to deliver that news as well. Okay, like, hey, I'm a creator, and you just know that. I'm not changing my terms. I'm not changing the way I do my music. I'm hearing that with the Sky Father and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, let's back it up. Doesn't have to be everyone's message, guys. This is someone very, but it is in some way, but like it's up to you to determine how it's relevant to you. So me, this is literal. I see a very high profile performer, okay, creator, and yeah, it's like there's someone here wanting to come in, kind of like juice your fruits for you. No, do you know how to do it the way I do it for myself? Okay, because I don't need you here, absolutely. So yeah, someone who's trying to be relevant, like because they do, yeah, let's back it up. They want to, yeah, but slowly but surely for some of you, this is a relationship. You need to be sure that this person not going to try and like overtake. Okay, I'm hearing your kingdom kind of vibes. I hear like that because you've worked hard towards this with the Sky Father on the Ace of Swords, and somebody here wants to come through and like develop your logo for you or something. I don't know what that's only doing, but that could be a metaphor. Like you're starting to think like, hold on, wait, what's your perspective? So for some of you, you're very independent. Okay, so when you enter a connection or relationship, you have to understand where that person is in terms of how they are balanced with how they see the role of a relationship, how they see their own balance of their own higher self with their own ego consciousness. Are they in a space to want to sort of ride on your aura and define themselves through your success? If so, that's going to turn into one hell of a potato sack race relationship, and that came through the Pisces July reading. Okay, go check that reading out. Let's go to the back of the neck, back of the throat chakra. Okay, it's going to turn into a really uncomfortable situation, right? Even if they from the get-go, then I'll say it. If they're riding on you and like trying to like, even for some of you, make money off of you through what you're doing, it's like that's going to turn into something that is not a healthy dynamic, okay, when it comes to, if this is especially matters of the heart we're talking about. Why are finances getting involved? And that includes, we are talking about the heart, even if it's your creative work, right? Let's say that you're a performer, you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a solo musician, whatever it is. Where's that all coming from? Your creative energy. What is that? That's not money. You did not wake up and like want to sing about love because you saw the dollar sign, you know, out your window like that, like on your morning run to school window. Yeah, I don't know what that's only to. Maybe you're looking through a window. Okay, let's back it up. Maybe you're looking through a window. No, yeah, I see that. It's a very critical message here for some of you, Sky Father. Again, this is a channel message. Okay, again, it may take time to resonate, so come back to it over time. It was 1 year prior to when the pandemic went global. This is for those who have not been following maybe for the last year or so. At least we've mentioned this a few times already. But yeah, this is interesting because it tells you sort of how the energy works in the readings, at least in my readings on my channel. It was 1 year prior to when the pandemic went global. It was global news. I'm seeing two swans, doves, bird flying right by there. For some of you, yeah, it's very interesting because it may take time for the messages to resonate. It was, again, 1 year prior to the pandemic. Let's back it up, clear throat chakra. It was like two white birds flying together. Okay, and I see someone here with a neon outfit here, kind of like a construction worker type outfit, or a crossing guard kind of vibe, or even I'm hearing something about someone having an outfit like a police guard. Anyways, I'm hearing Navy. Let's clear it. Now, yeah, I'm hearing Scrooge. That came through another reading. I think it was the Pisces. It was right prior to the Pisces. The live, I think, was an oracle reading that we did for Venus and Cancer reading. Okay, let's get back to it. Now, what I'm seeing here for you, I'm hearing Pisces. It may have been the Pisces oracle reading, Venus and Cancer. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh boy, okay. Now, all right, yeah, we got some Einstein kicking in. Okay, sorry guys. If you're like, what the fuck, you want to slow the video down. Okay, even if you're not like, what the fuck, I don't know. Or you may want to speed it up. It's all, again, your perspective. Let's get back. Oh my God, what we're saying. The Venus in, that's not what we're saying. Okay, whoa. Capricorn, you gotta have your focus here this month. I'm telling you. Let's put it to the rights of the body. I'm hearing something about the president. Let's get forward. Okay. Now, it was 1 year prior to the pandemic. Let's clear it in the heart chakra. Yeah, it was 1 year prior to the pandemic. There was a string of readings I was hearing, keep clear of corona. And I was like, guys, I'm hearing like, keep clear of corona. I literally said that. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay. I'm hearing keep clear of corona. Now, maybe that's beer. Maybe you want to stay off of beer, you know? Okay. And in the moment, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Again, those two birds flying off. Take it as you will. It's definitely a message. Now, for some of you, yeah, it's kind of like funny because it was a full year later. Someone came back and they typed, it was 11 months, I think. They came back and they were like, Natalie, Corona doesn't mean just beer. Okay, so it took time, you guys, for it to manifest in 3D. Now let's get into it. What's time? For some of you here at Capricorn, you're on a mission. You know what that mission is. No one else can step into that room and say, you know what, you know because I say so. I hear that as well, and that's a metaphor. Someone here may be very impressive and whatnot. I don't give a hot damn. I don't give a hot pancake of a damn. The tower here on the Six of Cups. I'm a Leo. I'm hearing that. Oh, maybe you're a Leo, but you got like a Capricorn moon. Okay, let's get back into it. Wherever you do have a Leo, holy baloney. I'm hearing that. Yeah. Let others think that that's what's going on. Yeah, if it's real to you, that's all that matters. Let them think it's baloney. We all know how it went down, right? With, who was it? You know. You know that thing you're using in your hand every single day? The iPhone, okay, what was his name? You know, the dude, Steve Jobs, yeah. You know, everyone was called him like fucking crazy. Everyone was like, what's that bullshit? Like, I'm not gonna be using that shit, including me, guys. I remember the first time I saw the iPod, I was like, this is weird. Everyone had that moment, you know. Where are we now? So take it as you, I mean, let's get back even further to Einstein. Everyone thought Einstein was yeah. Didn't he like fail his like class exam back in middle school? His grade with mathematics. And the point is, listen, Capricorn, there's no point to what you're saying necessarily all the time. You may not know. It's like, I just want him to do this with my creative work, and I realize that maybe you're a leader in this space, but you know what? Like, I realize my success and it's not about you, and that person will be very triggered when you dismiss them in that room with your creativity, because they are going to be offended. They were riding on your creativity in a way that was codependent and servicing their ego. Let's clear the energy. You got that tower again leading you out. It's time. Some of you have to tell someone, some of you are going to dump somebody. I'm sorry. You guys, but we got to do it. Ace of Swords here, yeah, with the Seven of Wands in reverse. I'm not here to boost your ego. So some of you may have to fire somebody may be fired here. It's like, you know, for some of you though, this is a story where you want to also maybe keep things kind of private to you. Like, you know, I don't want to have to tell you what I'm doing because I don't have to. So I don't know why I wanted to do that to begin with. Some of you may have to backpedal. Maybe you gave someone a little too much leeway in your life, okay? And it's like, no, actually, I don't want you telling me what to do. No. And like, it's a little maybe like at first like kind of weird, but then you say, if someone's going to be offended by someone else saying they want their independence, we really are doing a good thing here. To make this decision right here, right now, and to make it awkward at this stage in the game. Some of you are dating somebody, they have some idea with you. They may be very religious. For some of you, I would be very strict with what it is you're willing to put up with here. Okay, in the long term, maybe they have some sort of idea of what they want with you in the long term, and they're not telling you right now, but they're thinking of that, and so you gotta just tell them, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm hearing that as well. I see someone here wanting to like put a headdress on you. I hear like that, love and light, but there's, you know, everything is until we are imposing it on another person. For some of you, the issue here is that I don't think that they're being upfront necessarily with who they see you as in their life. And so you need to be really clear right now, like, you know what, maybe, okay, like, yeah, you are in that way. Are you expecting me to be like that too? Or are you open-minded to us being two different people coming together, having a synergistic experience? For some of you, you're going to realize this person is not open, and they're not being, they're maybe a bit conservative. Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. I don't think it's over with this person, okay? I feel like you do have a future with this person. Spirit is just sort of like right there, the Sun and the Two of Cups. This is a matter, though, of identifying what it is you both like about each other in the relationship. Is it like that I feel like I can sort of control you? Or is it that I feel like, you know, I can kind of, sort of like tell you who you will be, and like because you will be a very particular person? Or like, is it the heart that we're beating on, right? Together at the same beat. Are we in alignment or are we not? And I feel the answer is yes, but it's a matter of the rational mind getting involved in that conversation and sort of tweaking it, interpreting it, and saying, well, maybe it's more like, yeah, because she's like that, or like because then she can be like that, or then maybe I'll be like this, and no, we don't. Go home, Dumbledore. Is like, the door is closed, so sorry, even if it is, I can't come in and unlock it for you, because we're not here to open and close the heart like that, and I'll be on the basis of something conditional, like if I'm looking like that, then you're gonna love me, or if I'm not looking like that, you're gonna change the terms up on my ass. Love and light, bye. The Nine of Wands. Some of you here, you're gonna have to tell someone exactly how it is, and it's about, what you feel in your heart space, what you are. I'm hearing, ghetto superstar, what, that is what you are. What's that song? No, yeah. You're gonna have to say it to them. You're gonna just say it like that, just like that. And some of you, because listen, if you don't get awkward on this right now, you don't pull the plug from this person's psyche space with what they think this relationship means to you, then it's gonna end up getting even worse with that High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. It's about boundaries. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins in reverse. Some of you may have to step out of a contract for a period of time, say momentarily. If you really believe in that and you think that we're here on those terms, then no, not until we can understand why that's also inappropriate. Okay, in other words, having a conversation about it, like where we are going to come to a point of mutual understanding about why that doesn't work. Because I feel someone's in denial. It can even be, okay, some of this person has a humongous ego. Okay, table for two, but three people showing up, and one of them is the ego. Okay, I'm hearing for three people, 3 people's worth. It's like, that tells me for some of you that they may have someone in their aura. It's like the typical classic person is like, you think you're getting in a relationship with that person. It's like, actually, like, yeah, this contract is going to fuel and feed another service member. I hear that. It's like, well, hold on. It may be something financial. Like, is it just between me and you, or like there's another person, honey boo? Let's back it up. Let's clear it on the right side of the body. Yeah, you have to get really elevated here with why you being confident and saying, I don't need to know why you also believe in me. Like, I don't need you to be impressed by me. I'm hearing that. That's not what I'm doing for, okay? Yeah, no, you don't come first. It's like, so respecting someone is very different, right? From letting them tell you who you are. And so if you ever find yourself sort of giving someone a little bit too much, space to sort of direct and navigate your potential for you, and in terms of even context, like, I'm going to put you right here and I feel like you do great there. It's like, what are you feeling that, when we get too intellectual with also why someone is important, then we start dismissing how it is that we actually feel, honoring our intuition and our emotion and saying, oh, you know what, this person's not making me feel good, though. Okay, like, am I respecting them? But hold on, no, what's respect? Okay, that's the projection of what they want us to do, okay, is to respect them, but that doesn't mean they earned it, hun-bun, love and light. You're not necessarily hot in the oven, you're not ready. Maybe you need to mature a bit, and then maybe I'll tell you at the end of the day, once you've matured, what you need to do, okay? If you're going to tell me, okay, that's telling me that you actually are looking for something for me to tell you. So how do we say this? People treat you the way that they want you ultimately to treat them. So it's kind of like this. Let's say it like this. It's like, this is a flex. Someone here is flexing. You're in maybe a negotiation with this person. For some of you, this person is flexing. They're acting maybe even a bit like, I don't really need you to tell me exactly like what's going on, but like they are showing up. And so you're like, okay, you're saying one thing, but then you're doing another. So what's happening right now is you're not being honest, and it's clear that you also you need me. So for some of you, this person needs you actually. Yeah. Okay. Some of you, yeah. And so this is where we say like, it's about the marketing. It's the marketing. But if you really were to look at the situation, like, I'm seeing like, it's like someone looking like Adele, guys, okay? I'm seeing like an Adele here, okay? She's showing up. It's like someone wants to turn into like her manager or whatever, okay? I'm seeing it as an example. Now, take it as you will. Honey, she shows up, she's open. Let's see like what's what. I'm not saying that this is like Adele for Adele's story, but yeah, okay, gonna interpret it. For some of you, no, I'm seeing it like let's back it up. I'm seeing it like this person showing up, okay, like instead of like honoring Adele as who Adele is and kind of like accessing, okay, the heart space with her and saying, wow, it's like, yeah, I really am also grateful for this experience with you, right? Like, wow, like what an honor to like really connect with someone who's so already in their own space and has created and is who they are. Like, truly, if you appreciate Adele, you appreciate Adele when she's Adele, period. Not just because she's a Grammy nomination winner and wizard, I'm here of her life, like, and in the way that you see it, because magic is magic. You don't necessarily see all that goes on, right? Oh, well, let's clear it. In other words, it's like, why is a classic, like, the judge who wanted to, like, even, how do we say, like, criticize, okay, someone on the stage just because it would make them look good, but then that person turns around, ends up being a Grammy nominee winner, and then that person wants to come around, oh, actually, yeah, like, shoot, I fucking see, oh, shoot, like, yeah, no, shoot by, like, okay, the shoot is, yeah, a drive-by, I don't know what that was going to do, let's clear the energy. Is that what it was? What? Oh my god, love and light, let's clear it. Now, for some of you, though, it's like, okay, hold on, like, you better watch out, because my reputation is also, yeah, I mean, no, and I got back. For some of you, you're protected from your guides. This is on astral. Your guides are not going to be allowing this person, okay, into your space. We are mentioning this in the Pisces reading. If you're dealing with a Pisces who's really kind of doing the shadow work here, okay, and you want to come through and sort of like, yeah, kind of lurch, and lurk, okay, in their auric field after they have absolutely cleansed their spirit as well from the ego ties that you both had, this is not going to be done in any capacity of the connection. I hear it like this. The spirit guides have already cut the cords, and if you are to return, you need to show up with a heart space first. Okay, let's clear it. I know we got that right. Let's clear it. Okay, let's get I regret lying to you. That's what we need to hear. Now let's get back to it further. Now, for some of you, though, I'm seeing it like this is like Adele's wannabe manager. Okay, he's like coming through like, okay, like, yeah, but first flexing. Okay, but because he's insecure, guys, this person is, or she, or they, or it is like, they're insecure. It could be a whole company for all we know, right? The point is, it's just marketing. So what it really comes down to is that this person can show up however they want. The question is, the answer will always be, and the way you'll know if someone's right for you is, when you consult your higher self. Okay, if you feel like this person distracts you to the point where you cannot do so and you don't know what you're feeling versus what they're feeling, it's really time to step away and really, really, really meditate and really, really, really reflect on why is it that I'm allowing this person who is taking me farther from my higher self into my personal experience and acknowledging them as part of my reality. And yeah, because otherwise it's just what they're projecting, and you're just basically interacting with the projected ego identity, and you're not here for that. So you're not here to honor someone's ego. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. They gotta honor the fact that you have connected your higher self in such a way, okay, so as to also be able to be so quote unquote powerful to release, okay, the insistency of their ego. In other words, they should respect you for doing that. And if you're feeling like, I don't want to say bye to like Marcus, like he's like the highest earning level manager in like the whole like, okay, Manhattan, New York, it's like, well, God. Guess what? His higher self wants you to do that though. Okay, because listen, you feeding and yeah, and this is more on astral terms, like on 5D, you kind of like, you know, caressing Marcus's ego. Okay, I'm hearing helmet head of a haircut. Okay, loving light, kind of like crown chakra situation got going on. Let's go, like, loving light again. Let's back it up. Situation is not what his higher self wants, and we're here. If you believe that you are here for beyond the ego. Beyond the ego's terms, you are here to help others ascend. You're not just here to also make money. I'm hearing that, okay? And this is going to be talking to the shadow of Saturn. Let's clear it. I'm becoming a better person. For some, this person is coming back and they want to reunite with you in a real way. This is for some, and this is because you put these really hard ass boundaries in, and you said this is a soldered and it's official. So if you want to step beyond that line with me, okay, it's gonna be on my time, and it's gonna be on my time this time, not identifying time and not saying like, oh yeah, like, okay, I gave you that time, and like, wow, like, and you gave me this time, and like, what a gift that we're giving. It's not a transaction of time. This is a matter, yet again, of where we dismiss time and we say, who are we really? So someone here is trying to flex in front on you. Yeah, and I see it as they may be trying to there may be a sales rep for some of you, or something they're trying to sell. For some of you here, literally what popped up is, I hide behind material things. I feel you even though we're apart and you and I were too young. This person ran away from you. Okay, for you. Okay. Yeah, trust me, it's going to be a good thing for you if I run away. Yeah, I know this. I know I was a distraction from your pain. This person realized that, you know, it would be to your advantage for them to step back and possibly to do certain periods of shadow work that you needed to. It can even be for some of you, especially if someone was like coming in real hot with you, and then they just step back and you're just like, what happened? It's like, yeah, because that was also the guides. They pulled him back by the helmet hair of a haircut. Yeah, helmet head of a haircut that he was trying to like kind of like swipe his bangs in his eyes and like pretend he didn't really have something for you with that. Let's clear it. Okay. Yeah, pretending that he didn't really have something there. Yeah, to tell you more about it. That somebody was not being honest. In other words, they were not being vulnerable, but they were showing up, and that's the issue. And because it was starting to become your problem. Okay, so for some of you here, you're saying you're actually impacting my self-confidence in a way that is actually not helpful to me or you, because you should know that how you make me feel is going to reflect and boomerang right back to you, baby. Yeah, the way you make another feel is going to be reflecting back to you. So if I am not feeling good, you're not going to feel good. So why are you putting me down? I'm hearing that. This is for some of you. Okay, this person here they could be a manager. They could think they're like really good at whatever it is that you're about to honestly soar way higher than they ever could with. In other words, they know that, and they know that. So this is the thing, we need to now add up what we know, what we say, and what we do. Now, there is a matter of this alignment that is going to be coming forward here for you, okay, of the higher spiritual realms. For some of you, this person has ascended. And for some of you, now is the time where they need to realize who it is that they allow you to be, which is no one in particular. It's just who you feel yourself to be as, and letting that just kind of happen. This person was a control freak. Let's clear it. You were the best thing in my life. For some of you, this person has a massive realization. And it's not that you're the one, it's that you're the one that you're going to be to yourself as well, and they cannot control you, they cannot tell you who you'll ever be, and they have realized that. So for some of you, I couldn't let you get close to me. Wow, this is the guides. Yeah, the guides came through and kind of snipped this contract in the way that it was subsisting in the past. It's like kind of like when two people are like running together in a race, but like one of them really needs to like resituate. I'm here the jockstrap a bit down there. I don't know. It could be a metaphor. I see someone here. Yeah, let's go. Spirit pauses the race, and even though everyone's like, what? It's like they got to do that so that they can get back on terms that work for both of them. Because, it's not fair. Like, if one person is like, yet again, like, their jockstrap is like, it's kind of like also, it's like not fair. It's like when one person has something that is like assisting them. How do we say this? Like I'm here, they got an ego boost. I don't know. but that's an entity. And it's also, I see it as like, you know, when athletes, like, they can't compete if they're taking drugs and whatnot. Yeah, I'm seeing like that. Like, they're like, listen, someone has an unfair advantage here. We got to stop it right here in the tracks. The timing just wasn't right for us. I can only, I know I messed everything up. So for some of you, yeah, I wish I could, somebody has a lot of Leo. I wish I could share my good news with you. Yeah, there we go. Thank God. We're getting more into that space of gratitude. Like, okay, it's not just the what I want to share, like, and make see, you know, what you'll do for me. It's like, I want to have a vulnerable relationship, okay? This is a matter of how we are discussing, and we're going back, and we're going forth, and it's, you know, yin yang. It's not just all you and like what you want, and it's not also just me and like what I want. You know, no one wants to be in that space where they're also the only emotional one, where they're just like emoting and like that other person is just egoing, and it's like, oh, sorry, no, gotta cut that. Yeah, gotta shave that beard down. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's gonna do. Okay, I love you when I saw you with someone. Yeah, but I mean, I'm here because I got to see what's behind it. Like, where's your chin at really? And like, are you showing up? I'm hearing with real flesh now. Are you seriously like also, you know, truly confident, or is this more of like a flex? I hear that again. So, you know, but again, you can answer that question. The way you'll know is, does this person try to change you? Do you feel like they're trying to judge you or change you? Let's back it up. Do you feel like they're trying to like be you? I'm hearing that as well, but then not acknowledge that. Like, how do we say this? Like, when someone likes you, but they want to act like you're kind of, they don't want, and two, it's like that you're the one who mostly is really wanting them. It's like, let's back it up. Or that they're trying to make it seem like, they're trying to disguise that and make it seem like you're ready for them more than they, I don't know, bye. Okay, I'm good, but just goodbye. And I see it more like in this way of, someone here, how do we say this? Let's clear, by the way, I'm channeling here, so what's coming through, this is not me, this is not Natalie, I'm not intellectually, rationally, yeah, this is a matter of what I'm just, this is the energy. So whatever it is that I say is going to be, you know, this is a particular message and nothing is random. Absolutely nothing is random. So just so you know, in case, yeah, don't shoot the messenger, let's back it up. Now, for some of you, and we're not afraid of that, okay, but just for your sake, because being in that space of like harboring sort of anger or however, that's not help, yeah, or harboring some sort of frustration, I'm trying to help you with that. This is about shadow work, so sit here and do your shadow work rather than hold, you know, a sense of also like confusion. Do some meditation. It might be helpful for you, specifically if you're feeling very like kind of triggered or uncomfortable with these messages. You may want to meditate, listen to some binaural beats, clear the crown chakra, especially in the throat chakra and the third eye, and then you can come back to this message and maybe take something from it actually, because I just don't want to waste your time. Okay, let's get further here. I know you're Capricorn. Right, okay. Listen, I'm very familiar with Capricorn. First of all, it's my North Node, and second of all, I got a stellium in Cap, and I also, it's generational planets, but it's still a stellium, and I got Saturn here conjunct the North Node, so, well, yeah, that's a ruler of Cap, so being in the sign of Cap at that, and then, you know, so it's, and Saturn is actually in its traditional ruler of Aquarius, and I do have that hovering near the, anyways, okay, let's just continue though, but yeah, and I've known a lot of Capricorns, I'm very familiar with that energy. It's like, I know you got that whole time thing going on, so, okay, yeah, I feel like you're gonna understand also more, you know, what it is that you want to feel in the process, okay, and what your time means in terms of emotion, because maybe some of you feel like this is, you know, wow, it's like I've been giving myself up what I've been feeling, just to sort of be able to like feel success. How do we say, let's back it up, let's go for the sake of time. And so yeah, this could be also, of course, everyone with themselves, and guys, this is a message for me too. Okay, I'll be watching this, and of course, let's back it up. Not that that's so important, but yeah, let's back it up. Let's get a card for each of the days. Here comes a Leo again. Yeah, give the same cards. Yeah, string. Oh my God. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Capricorn, you're gonna do it. This is one of the hardest, I feel one of the readings with most anticipation. The energy channeling was extremely sweaty. I'm hearing it like this, okay. So maybe you have something you're very nervous about. I see that you know, you're going back and forth, but the thing is about, yeah, always, okay, a matter is going to be a matter of your intention. With the Strength card and the Sun sandwiching the Ace of Wands with that Innocence of Swords leading out. Okay, for some of you, let's back it up. I'm hearing a song. This is why I love you. Because that song, oh, it's a beautiful song. Is it by Major? You love me. Yeah, wow. You love me. What's that song? This is why I love you. Yeah. Oh gosh, guys, my voice. Okay, the moon with the lovers. Yeah, no, expect. Okay, here we go though. Got it. You know, prepare. You're gonna meet a lot of people here during this time, and you're all, once you, yeah, also on an energetic level, because when you're vibing high, you naturally attract a lot of energy that's going to want to challenge that. Okay, it's just it's just how it is. Okay, it's just the name of the game. And I'm seeing a woman walking by here. She's got a green top on. Let's continue here. Spirit of Cups in reverse. Some of you here, there's a family member who's not happy about the decision you've made. It could be, yeah, but for some of you, let's get a little further. Someone here is like, for a smidgen of you, even like kind of, listen, the point is they're not even, they're not you. They're not in your shoes. This is that moment where we see like a lot of like prejudice and like, okay, a lot of like, you know, kind of judging and like, oh, like why would, yeah, like, I'm hearing Sophia Bush. I'm hearing that right there. That's so specific, okay? I'm hearing Sophia. Why would Sophia Bush be like using that type of table for that kind of meal? It's like with so-and-so. It's like, are you Sophia Bush? Are you in her life? I don't know. I'm hearing that. Okay, I mean, we could have multiple Sophia Bushes in the world, right? Okay, so we're not necessarily just talking about, yeah, you know, his daughter and whatnot, but this coming through. So, okay, whatever it is. For some of you, let's back it up. Okay, it's like they're not in your life, they're not in your shoes, so it's more paparazzi-ish. It's more like for the tabs, you know, tabloids. Like, let's just kind of get some, like, you know, info on so-and-so. I'm here, Esquire. It's like, now anyways, the Nine of Pentacles to the Hermit. Yeah, this person is not you. Okay, they're not. And you realize, if I don't actually respect this person, and if I don't look up to this person as my idol, for example, why would I be taking advice from this person and, like, kind of feeling some kind of way on the basis of what they're kind of feeling about what I'm doing, which is like they don't even know anything really about it. So it's like this, I'm following you, wait, I'm following you. It's like we're both lost at that point because you're not following your heart. Okay, the Six of Cups with also what it is that you allow to sort of be a point of reflection for you, a point of feedback for you, a point of, yeah, sort of like gauging, okay, and navigation. With the Six of Cups at the base of the Three of Wands, oh my God, the Sky Father. Some of you want something here. Some of you want something, and someone here is looking at you like they may even try to debate it. Okay, let's go but maybe it's a preliminary win. Like I see that they're trying to destabilize your confidence is ultimately what's going on here. So if someone's trying to destabilize your confidence, know that person is definitely the last person you need to be looking towards to look at in terms of what you're feeling, in terms of your confidence. Okay, your confidence about your project timeline. This person here is like kind of like a very, very conservative with a Hermit. Not really like at all like what it is that you have in mind. I feel even when it comes, this is maybe marriage style. I mean, they're not your type really. I don't see this person as being your type with the Hermit mirroring the Six of Swords. Like I feel like they've even said things that are just like an absolute like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, the Ten of Cups in reverse, not open-minded. Okay, very constricted in terms of their perspective. Yeah, in terms of like global, worldwide discussions and it really just it's a disappointing. Okay, yeah, it's just a huge disappointment. The Nine of Swords in reverse, maybe you even like, for some of you, like you maybe this is either your boss or this is someone you're interviewing and you're not, I don't know. I think when it comes to like their progressive sort of vantage point, there's not really much exposure. Okay, I see like this person may be very limited in their like I don't want to interact with this person. I'm hearing that. Okay, with the Hermit card. I'm here. I feel like you don't maybe even you do not want to like really lose time. Even we have the Tower, and you're starting to see it as that. Like the longer that I'm giving this person voice in my experience to sort of define what it is for me at that, I'm not with myself. And so for some of you, there is a period where you say that Two of Cups. There's a question of, you know, your meditation and your natural lifestyle and what feels natural to you. And does this person pull you away from that state of mind? And sometimes, yeah, it happens subtly. It's a subtle, and love doesn't mean take you away from you. That means that you reflect, unless that's the type of relationship you feel you want to experience, which is going to be more karmic, but you can. I mean, it's up to you. Yeah, Justice here. This person, for some of you, has been married, or you really, I would question their perspective when it comes to their let's back it up. They're a heavy debater. They will try to debate with you. I'm hearing the letter V. I'm hearing Vin. I'm hearing Van. I don't know, could be a name. I'm hearing as a name. Even like I'm hearing Devon, Dave, Davide. I don't know. I'm hearing like a lot of names here. I'm hearing David, Davud, David, Davy, Daves, Davin, Gavin, maybe? I don't know. Davin. No, let's go Davenport. I'm hearing DG, something G and something D. This is for some. Now, with a movement of swords. Okay, for some of you, this is something controversial that it's not your energy. You could be a cross-watcher. You may be dealing with a Capricorn, for example. I'm going to give you an example. They may have someone real toxic in their environment. They have to square something down with that person. They have to really do it. Like, it can't be halfway, because this is something that I feel even is being presented to them as an ultimatum. So I feel like for some of you, like if you've recently separated with a Capricorn, it's because the time is not good. Okay, for you to connect with that person, because yeah, it's kind of like you cannot be, it's not your karma. Okay, this is that person's karma, and they have to square that down, like how they're actually going to want to even be represented at all in that space. Should they be represented at all? This is something very challenging, because I feel like some of you really love this person, or you really feeling very connected to them. Okay, yeah. Some of you may even, I get like we've got to run off and like sort of be on our way. Some of you, there is something, a matter of cultural standards and religion even. Let's clear it. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you may be feeling this person. It's very important to clear your aura. I feel like for some of you, you cannot be influencing their decision. They have to be very strong and firm. You can't just tell them, hey, like, you want to kind of like just follow the rules of your culture and religion. I'm hearing that. It's like, I mean, you're not going to be the one to make them do that kind of really, how do we say, shadow work? Yeah, that really sort of deep introspective shadow work. That person has to get to that point. Think about any moment of shadow work that you've done. You're not standing there face to face with another person usually, right? This is you with yourself, and it's very hard. And so this person needs to go through the emotions, okay, like a song, and experience the full song, rather than trying to just deliver them that high note and say, I know the answer for you, I know what's right. You know, okay, you know, but like, you know, because you went through it yourself, right? You experienced that yourself, and you have to let the baby fall at times, like, so that they can kind of get up and learn how that process works and what feels right to them. If they want to remain on that ground and sit on the ground, if that's a good vibe to them, or if they want to learn to stand right side up and through their life altogether, if that is their standard, right? To be right side up living their life. So this is a metaphor for some here, being confident. Like, do you want to be confident, or you want to allow someone else to make a decision for you? So for some of you, you're dealing with someone who's going through this. Okay, this is for some, not for everybody though. It's like you have to let them learn why it is that this is the decision that is right for them. And you know what? I mean, who are we to say at the end of the day, right? Energy's energy. If something's meant to be, if someone is meant to ascend, they will. It's not because we willed them into that space to ascend. That is where the ego may also lie in terms of shadow, where you say, yeah, it's like, I want them to do that so badly. Why? You don't need that person to be you, okay, right? So it's all reflective. Like, you don't need that person to be ascending, okay? Just as is a reflection of maybe another person who wants this individual, let's say, to do an XYZ sort of very particular thing, whatever it is, and you're saying, well, no, it's like, I feel like you shouldn't do that, you should do that. It's like, on either spectrum of the, right, on either end of the spectrum, it's not about willing someone to do anything, period. They have to make that decision in terms of their vibration, what they're ready to experience, and they got to tell themselves, I don't want to, they have to get to that point, I don't want to be a victim of someone else's decision. You're not going to be the one to tell them that, right? Because then otherwise they wouldn't be in that independent space. So think about what you want someone really, when you're looking at them and it's like, I hope they do XYZ. It's like, think about let's back it up. In that moment where you're really wanting someone, let's say, or, you know, willing someone to do something, it's like, or you're willing to sort of help someone do something. Think about what is really at play there for you in terms of your shadow work, because your success will never depend on that person either, and that is about really releasing the codependent ties. We have here Venus in Aquarius. I keep hearing that song, this is why I love you, because you love me. Sun in Libra on the Mars and Gemini. Yeah, and some of you also, you're going to get dragged into a whole boatload of drama, which is just not the point for you. So, yeah, your spirit has pulled you back. Now, Sun in Virgo, so I'm hearing, yeah, you got to be patient here. This person is needing to deal with something very uncomfortable. With the Sun and Cap, very, very kind of, it's really messing with their mind. They may be dealing with someone who is holding a bit of a narcissistic frequency tendency. Venus and Sag, the point is, like, it's not about you getting, again, yeah, sort of, let's back it up, clear throat. It's not about your direction in life. I hear that as well. That is going to really be how do we say, demobilizing, okay, the story, because you are independent and you're moving in that direction anyway. So it's a matter of you keeping your pace. Okay, and this person, yeah, let's back it up, clear throat. It's like when one person in a race is like maybe, hopefully not, but like gets pulled out of the race. It's like, if all players would step out, then the show would not go on, right? The race would never end even. Okay, right. So to end the karmic cycle, like, you have to keep moving along your path and keep your vibration, okay, at a running pace, so that you're setting that expectation, that standard. You can help another person by being you and being completely independent and completely invested in your own story and your own acts. And that is very challenging for those who are holding a cross narcissistic frequency entity attachment of the empath that is in shadow. So if you are enabling a shadow of a narcissistic entity, and please check out other videos on the channel that we've done that talk specifically about narcissistic entity. We did an astro chat if you're very curious about this particular, and I would have recommended that video is coming to mind right here, only if you feel guided. That's an astro chat we did. Why is the narcissistic entity attachment pivotal? Okay, actually crucial to the ascension of planet Earth in this dimension. Absolutely, necessary. Okay, so please check out that video. That really is going to be talking a bit about this. I feel some of you have recently detached from someone who was holding that frequency, and so the point is, the helping that person actually is, releasing from also the projection of their karma to you, where you start sort of even like reacting and responding to the drama, right, that they're presenting to you. Because when you are in a healthy connection where someone is also, doing their shadow work, then they're not going to put that into your story. They're not going to bring that drama. So this is where you say, the minute that you are realizing someone is not in a healthy space when it comes to the balance between their higher self, let's back it up, is not realistically operating in the reality when it comes to what it is that they're telling themselves they're ready to experience, but maybe their mind is telling them, no, like, it's not cool to be like powerful. I hear like that. Well, guess what? Then you know what? You're gonna be going down in that era of life, actually, where you think that holding on to that boat of karma is gonna help you move faster and move forward and move lighter. Okay, no, it's going to get heavier when you are holding on to the expectations and ultimately the will of others, right? Where other people are telling you who you are and telling you what to do, and all up in your aura and all up in your auric grill, and telling, in the back of your mind, you're holding on to that sort of vibe, like, okay, like those expectations, like, oh yeah, like so-and-so wants me to do so-and-so. It's like when all of that becomes clothing you're wearing, and when you're going to bed at night, it's like you can't sleep. I wonder why. Let's clear it. For some of you, it's really important. You may be dealing again with someone like this, where it's like, I can't let what they're saying and what they're allowing others to feed to them to be an extended conversation to me. So you have to close the door and say, you're going to do it on your own. Okay, Sun and Pisces, you're coming through with a Venus and Sag. Some of you, this could be your energy, that could be theirs. Some of you, and you're saying this, I love you, but I need to love who you really are. Okay, yeah, and I can't screw around with that potential, because it's a point for both of us. If you're going to come through and say you really believe in X, Y, Z, and that's, then no. Some of you want to have a real conversation with someone here. Like, real. With the Sun in Gemini and the Sun in Leo, you got to tell someone as well, like, that's a karmic energy right there, and you got to clear it. It's not just like a karmic energy and then like the show goes on. It's like, it's a karmic energy. The point is to clear it. And because what are we here for? We're here to do karma. We're not here to just feel successful and like go on our way and like collect friends. I'm hearing that as well. Like, this is someone here who's maybe holding on to a lot of like toxic, like, even like ego amp up energy. Like, oh yeah, like he slaps my back and like, yeah, all right, so I should do this. Like, no, fuck no. That is going to be where I'm here for some of you. You die lonely, man. Like, you're going to feel very lonely when you're holding on to people who are not contributing to you feeling fulfilled, but actually creating more of this sense of emptiness when it comes to fulfilling your soul life mission. This is about matter of being discretionary and identifying who's really, really worth it. I'm sorry, but yeah. Not the people who tell you who your worth is. Who tell you you're worthy or not because of XYZ, because you do XYZ or not. Those are not the people who make you feel good at the end of the day and take it as a fact. You could be surrounded, you could be famous, you could be so sad and so lonely. Really, really, yeah, right? You can. Think about all these people who just, it's not about that. It's about your soul, life. That's why I created this channel, guys, right? Alchemy and you. This is about connecting to what's real and what is timeless and what is not, because we have created it at a certain time. Let's think about it. If time didn't exist, would people feel that they needed to control absolutely anything or anyone? It's the illusion of time that gives that sensation of needing to control our potential. Okay, Sun in Cancer. Maybe watch this video a few times over, meditate on it, all right? There's some messages here, a bit maybe abstract. Moon in Taurus in reverse. Maybe a bit kind of, there's a message right there, that's important message for someone. Possibly. Always take as you will. Moon in Scorpio, I'll be watching this over, even if it is just for myself. Let's continue. No, but I know this is a message for someone very particular. Okay, I see someone here with a crown. It's like, you know where you come from and know that you are light years ahead of the pace that people hold this dimension at. How people operate in this dimension is not even close to how quickly it is that you lose touch with time. Okay, the minute that, you remember that it's about the silence. I hear it like this. Of how we storytell. We're not here for anybody. We're not here for anybody. Wow. Use the cap. Okay, that wants to come through as well. Mars and Aries. We're not here for anybody but the storyteller. And there will always be perspective. Your perspective. Honoring your perspective. Loving you. And it is emotional. I feel, Capricorn, your heart is opening here. You're having an awakening. Yeah. This is for someone. They're realizing none of this shit really matters. And you're right. It's not shit that matters. But sometimes when we're in the matrix, you start realizing I'm honoring shit. Listen, you wouldn't put that on your head, right? You put a crown there. So understand, identify. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. Clarify why it is that you're here to reflect greatness, period. And not just with you, but with your with others as well. Because when you're being that for yourself, like, you're inspiring others. So this is a matter of saying, I hold it to that standard and I don't step back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Loving light. Let's put it in the throat chakra. And maybe you're dealing with someone, guys, like this person, they may come through. They may want to debate. They may have someone in their environment. They're going through something, you want to really be that guide for them. But in a way, for some of you, at times, by stepping back. We'll see you in the next video.